Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? TJ, how you doing? Hey, good morning, Jim. Yeah, Brenda could go to meetup. That's right. Good morning, Brenda. Boone. No, stop. He started to do that beagle thing, that howling. He went to the front tree and Jody, what's going on? Anything? TJ, are you at work or are you just hanging? Oh, you're working till 2. All right, TJ. Okay. Go get back to work, TJ. All right. Thanks for stopping in. No, I don't know where everybody is. Everybody's probably busy. I understand that. Morning, Jim. How are you doing today? Are you doing any better?
Would be American Century, sunny traffic over. American Century, sunny traffic, channel 1 over.
Hello, Joe. How's it going? Oh, okay. I didn't know it was turned on. Sorry about that, Joe. I didn't realize it was still on from last night.
No, it shouldn't be on. That way people just can't pop in.
You think I should
But you
leave it
should,
on?
I would leave it on, but I would put the bell on it so you don't have the bell on it this time again? The
I
one that
don't
came in
know. I
yesterday,
don't know how to get a bell.
it's the same thing as it's on. Let me put the bell back on. Let's see. I I can't do it because I'm not a co-host. But when you get into the participants,
Well, you're
it's
co-host
got
now.
it's got three little dots on the bottom right, and then it says play sound. You play that, and it'll bing every time somebody tries to come in. But it's participants, the three little dots on the bottom right, you see? And then he pops in. It says notify, and then Mark can come in.
See, when
You have
I
to
when
wait.
I when I hit those three dots at the bottom of participants, ask to unmute, mute participants upon entry, allow participants, play sound when someone joins or leaves.
That's the one you want to have clicked. I got to click now.
Yeah, it's clicked. Okay.
Yeah. And then you got enable waiting room. That's underneath that.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
And I think
Hi,
you got to do
Paul.
the sound every time you do it.
Every time I turn it on?
And I think that every time the other one stays in there, the back room, because I didn't put it in, you added it. So it stays in, but the sound should stay in. I thought it did.
Okay.
But Mark,
Hi, Joe.
well, y'all got me for about an hour. I'm seeing Johnny pops in because we're supposed to go flying this morning.
Where are you gonna go?
I think we're going over to that park where that Karen came after me,
Okay.
that Fairview Park.
You ought to make a little sign. Welcome to Karen Park.
Yeah, Karensville.
Yeah. Karen, Louisiana.
Yep. So the girl that swerved and hit the cop on purpose,
Yeah.
no bail. No bail on her.
So she's still locked up. Good.
They're not going to give her bail. But one of the guys in the car they gave $150,000 bail to. That's
Really?
low. And he's charged with attempted murder and I think it's 2 or 3 counts. I don't see how that's $150,000.
So he's out on bail?
No, he's still in jail, but he's gonna get out on bail, I guarantee. Because he looks like he's part Vietnamese, and if he's part Vietnamese, they got the money to get him out. There's 3 of them in there look like they're part Vietnamese. They won't show the picture of the girl.
Makes the first thing goes into my mind is has anybody checked them to make sure that they're legally in this country?
Oh, I guarantee you. No, they're legal. They're probably legal. I'll put it. I think if we'd know already by now. At
Well,
least my son would know.
yeah, I would think he would know, but the public has been kept so in the dark on a lot of this stuff
Yeah.
because the press itself is mostly all lefties, you know?
What got me yesterday was watching that hearing on all the Democrats. That's Lance. All the Democrats were bitching about this call that everybody uses, have been using for years. And they were talking, and they said, but they were given all these secret plans, and they came out and said, nothing we discussed was classified. They said the real story here is who put the guy in the chat with everybody.
You think
Who
they'll
put
find
his
out?
number in there? Oh, they're gonna find out. Will we know about it? That's what they need to find out, because I think if you do that, I think you could charge the person that put that guy's number in there with espionage,
Yeah.
because he put him in there to listen in on possible top secret stuff. You know, I think he could do it.
Morning, Lance.
Morning, Lance.
Morning, guys.
How you doing?
You driving?
I am.
Yeah, because I was seeing reflections off your window, and I thought it was Aurora.
Yeah, I'm going to send it here. It's going to be the last day for a while because it's getting nasty tonight.
Oh, really?
Thunderstorm, hail, high winds, but it's calm right now. So
So that's what's coming our way.
need to go shoot a hyper.
So I need to thank you when it hits here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because guess when it's supposed to hit here again? Saturday.
When?
Saturday, the day the parade got rescheduled to.
Mhm.
They've rescheduled this parade to this Saturday. It's supposed to have the same kind of weather. Now they're trying to decide if they can move it back one more day. Now Sunday's gonna be beautiful.
Yes, I know.
What city?
What do you mean, New Orleans?
Oh, is that where it's going to be? New Orleans? I know
it's the Irish Channel Parade in New Orleans, the big parade. Big parade.
you clowns have parades in every city down there.
Yeah, they got one Saturday in Gretna. What are you talking about? Across the lake.
But that'll get hit too, right?
Yeah. So they're trying to decide whether they can push them back all a day. Because they could do that. If they can push them back to Sunday, Sunday's a great day. Sunday's going to be in the 70s, sunshine. They're saying we're going to get 1 to 2 inches of rain, but they don't know if that's going to be spread out Saturday or all at once, or if we might get more, because it says it's going to be very slow moving. And if we get like 2 inches within the first hour, there's a chance that if it's that slow and it keeps raining like that, the streets will flood. Because the city works off a pumping system, and it can only handle so many inches an hour. And no matter what they do, they can't. The only other way to change that is to put bigger pipes. And there's no way they're going to be able to do that. Because it means it's bigger pipes all throughout the city. See, if the city wasn't, when the city was built, they put all that in, that's what they had. They got the best, Too bad I think it's a 36-inch pipe, basically. Too bad they couldn't put like a 72-inch or something like that.
Yep.
Then it'll handle like 6 inches an hour. I think it handles 3 inches an hour. And we've got a canal system that goes right through the middle of the city that when that sucker fills up, you ought to see it. It's just like Los Angeles has. Los Angeles has the Los Angeles River, basically. That's a big concrete system that goes through the city. And we've got the same thing. It goes across the city, catches all the runoff. And that runs it straight into Lake Pontchartrain. And if that thing fills up to the rim, where it's I'm talking the rim, but it's still got about 10 feet before it go into the streets. That sucker's like 40 foot deep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's big. It's deep. I've seen it almost to the top about 5 times in my lifetime.
Well, your car got flooded a little bit, didn't it?
My car in my lifetime I've had 4 cars flooded. Right here, the only reason we flood here, and we shouldn't flood here, is because of the ditch on the side. That's a runoff ditch. Is overgrown, full of mud and everything else. All the runoff is in there, and nobody cleans it out. So when we get heavy rains, I got to move it over away from this side of the building, because this side of the building, it'll come up all the way to the building.
How long is the ditch?
Oh, it's actually called a bayou almost. I think it's called a bayou. It goes across the back, but it goes all the way across St. Tammany Parish. But where
Wow.
we're at, it comes out of the subdivision in the back, and all that water from the subdivision in the back comes into that. So when we get all their water, it overflows because it can't get into the pipes out front. So when it floods, can't get through anymore, it floods to us. And that project has been 5, 6 years. When it broke ground, they were gonna go in and dig it all out and put big underground culverts and big ones in it to take it all. And it's like 5 years it broke ground. That's what they done, and they've been marking it off for 5 years.
Wow.
They go
Well,
out
there you
there
go.
and they mark it off with different the flags and all that stuff. But they haven't laid a new pipe yet.
Good morning, Justin.
Well, there you
It's
go.
like-
You have a project. You've got a community service project. You and your neighbors go out there and dig the ditch.
Yeah, that's right. It's like being an old man. I haven't laid pipe in years.
You haven't found a person, a lady that's willing to let you lay pipe.
No, I found a bunch of them. I don't know how my heart would take it.
There you go. Well, you used to do ambulance. I never ran into it, but I heard some of the other guys talking that people have heart attacks during sex.
Yep. Shoot, my chest hurts when I walk across the football field, so I know what I'm not doing.
No, Angel is killing a stuffed animal, huh? Wow. Sounds like she's
Yeah.
a chewer.
Sounds like a puppy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, she is.
My two dogs, dude, they rip up stuffed animals. You give them one, man, they'll start fucking tug of warring with it. They'll rip that thing to shreds in a second.
Shredded up, huh?
Loki's just the opposite. You give him a stuffed animal, he'll hump it all day.
Like you give Bo and Tyson a rope, and that thing will be fucking shredded within a couple days. One of those big dog ropes.
Yep. The
They
big,
will tear the living shit out of that thing.
big knotted dog rope. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing will be nothing but string within a couple days. I haven't found a dog toy that they couldn't destroy within a day.
Well, Tino's eye looks a lot better.
Well, good.
And that one eye that wasn't healing right, I cut the drops back to one a day. One in the morning and one at night a couple of days ago. And then I looked at it and I cut it down to one just at nighttime. Because I knew he'd be laying around and it would be working better. Instead of putting 2 in a day. And I was doing 3 of them originally. I got it because they had one eye that was still showing, it was looking okay. I put a drop in and it get a little red. And I was thinking maybe the drop is starting to irritate it a little bit. Or maybe that it's just flaring it back up, you know? So yesterday I didn't put a drop in at all. And I just looked at his eyes just now and there's no more red, anything.
Cool.
I think it was the night before was the last time I put one in. But I'm gonna check it again tonight and look. And if it starts to come back, I'm gonna have to spend another $50.
I'm gonna stop being out there sniffing other dogs' butts.
And I don't think he sniffed. Everybody else in here sniffs butt.
Yeah, you going eyes deep on those butts.
Tino sits up in the chair all the time. Soon as he gets out from underneath the bed in the morning and starts walking down the hall, Cleo got to run up there and stick her head underneath and check his carriage out. Make sure he ain't been with no other girl. Every morning, she got to go
Right.
down there and check.
Like
Now,
where
Sarah
you
does the same
been,
thing
right?
to me in the morning.
Yeah, where's that thing been? Don't let Sarah hear that.
She does that to me every morning. Like, what's up under there? What is that?
Way to go. Way to go.
No.
No, it's more like, did it get bigger? Oh my God.
No, it's like, I think I'm gonna make some Vienna sausages and eggs. Oh, little smoky sausage.
Teeny weeny little smoky sausages.
I seen last night on Gutfield. He said if he was sending, he wouldn't send out any pictures like that because they think it was a little insignificant mushroom. Okay, it says Democrats are requesting more answers. Okay, I don't want to answer. Why wouldn't anybody say how bad Biden was over those 4 years?
That's right.
Answer that, bitch. And why was Jill running the cabinet meeting? She wasn't elected.
Yeah. And why was his son sitting in cabinet meetings?
Because he
Why?
was smoking crack.
Yeah.
And I want to know whose cocaine that was. Answer those questions. See, if I was sitting up there and they wanted to ask me stuff, I'd be asking all those questions back. You answer those and I'll answer mine. I'm gonna say, like, y'all, y'all think y'all something.
Well,
Don't
what do you
anybody-
think of that? What do you think of that representative from Texas's mouthy little thing?
First off, when she starts, she's enticing violence for some of
Yep.
the things she's saying.
Yep.
I think that somebody needs to step in and have the guts to charge her with that.
Yep. Yeah, because just because she's
Same thing with Maxine Waters.
just because she's a congresswoman, either one of them doesn't mean that they get a free pass on the law, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, just same thing with Maxine Waters saying getting Trump supporters' faces and punch them in the face.
Yep.
She needs to go to jail.
Yep.
Or she needs to at least be censured good.
I don't care what anybody says. I love Elon.
Yeah. I saw a Cybertruck here a couple of days ago
Yeah.
at the post office, and the woman got out, went in the post office, and the guy got out and walked around his car, and he had a gun on his hip.
Well, you got to protect your property.
Yeah.
Well, did you see in today's news, they got pictures because the Teslas have an app on them where it when you park it, it sits there and it records everything
pictures,
around the
yeah.
car.
It does.
Yeah, it's got
So
a
they got
full
pictures of
surveillance
everybody
system.
doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a full surveillance system built into them.
Yeah, so what they need to do is get everybody involved, get everybody, arrest them all.
Well, the one gal that happened to her at a restaurant while she was inside recognized the guy and says he was sitting behind us.
Yep. But the key question, did they arrest him?
There you
Well, the police department says he's a person of interest.
go.
Yeah.
Good. Let the freedom flow through you. Yeah.
Evidently, that was in Tulsa, the way that happened.
Best thing about it, Tesla's were the greatest thing ever, and Elon was the greatest person ever because it was part of the Green New Deal thing.
But you know what the thing is everybody keeps saying that he's just out to make more money for himself. Then why didn't he push Trump to push through the electric car deal?
Yeah.
Because that would have made him billions. I mean,
Yep.
probably made
And he
pushed him to be a
canceled.
trillionaire.
Trump canceled that.
He believes that you should have the right to choose.
Jews.
He could have easily talked Trump into keeping that deal and said, you know what? Everybody should be an electric. I mean, that's literally his business, one of his main businesses. And he didn't push for that. So to me, that doesn't make any sense if you're trying to say that he's only in there trying to make money. Cause he would have totally been for that. 100%. He would have told Trump, let's do it. Let's push everybody and go electric. No, he believes in the free market. Everybody should
Yep.
have the right to choose what they want to buy. And there should be competition. Because think about it, if Trump would have done that, dude, he easily could have become almost a monopoly in that sector overnight. He doesn't care about money at
Go
the
lay
end of the
down.
day. You can tell that by the way he
Step up
lives.
there, lay down.
Did you see? Did you see what he was doing at the White House? They had a dinner at the White House. Let's put it this way: Elon is sitting right here. Trump is sitting right. I mean, nothing in between them. Trump's kind of facing him, and it's got maybe about a 3 foot gap, right? But there's no chair in between, and Trump's kind of facing this way. Elon's kind of facing that way, and there's a girl on the other side, right? And Elon, now Trump's is at a luncheon or something at the White House. Elon's got on his finger, he's balancing like a spoon, a couple of forks, and another spoon, while 5 kitchen utensils, and he's balancing it like that. Okay, at a White House dinner. Okay, and the girls said, "Oh wow," there's video on it, right? And they came out, and Gutfield said last night, he said, "I guess when you got that kind of money, you could do that, and people are going to take your pictures anyway, like that, or they're gonna video it." And Tyrus came on and says, "Yeah." He said, "Well, one good thing is the girl was far enough away that she didn't get pregnant, but I guarantee after she pulled out the camera, she probably went home with him, like
But
that, you know, because all the money." And she said, and they said, just imagine that at a dinner like that or a luncheon at the White House, and he's acting like a kid.
What I'm
You know?
saying is the only value that, from my just my opinion, from what I see on the way he carries himself, the only value money has to him is pushing forward his projects.
Yeah.
But he doesn't live like a billionaire. The dude doesn't own a yacht. He doesn't live in a mansion. He doesn't have extravagant cars. The dude literally lives in a 3-bedroom home.
Well, I
Yeah.
saw a news release that said, and I don't know who it was from, it could be fake, but says that Elon is going to put robots on Mars, building a place for U.S. astronauts.
He's
to go
already
visit.
got a Tesla robot that's actually just a couple years from being mass produced. But I don't know about the rest of that. I haven't heard anything about that.
It starts with, oh, what's the name of it?
Well, why wouldn't you though? That would be a smart thing to do.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. But he's already got one. He said that they're gonna start selling them in the next year.
Yeah, they say he said they'd be ready for production 2 years tops. They'd be ready for mass production, and they're going to
He
be
said in the next
actually,
year they're ready to go out the door.
and they're going to supposedly be very affordable too. They're supposed to be around like $15,000-$20,000 for one.
Well, yeah, the other day he said 30.
Oh, okay, I don't know. But the more sold, the cheaper the price is going to get on them. Just like anything.
But just think, it's gonna be just like that movie iRobot.
Because nobody really has a mass production robot for sale. So if he's the first one to the market, they're going to sell.
Well,
If you do some research on, I was doing some research on it the other day, and it's gonna be able to cook and everything else. I can't imagine that. Be in the kitchen cook and tell me, get out my kitchen.
But like I said, the only monetary value I see him even caring about money at all is literally just to keep funding his projects with SpaceX and his Neuralink and his robots and all the stuff he's working on. Because he doesn't blow a lot of money on himself. Like I said, he's not. I mean, look at the suits he wears. They're not like fucking $10,000 suits.
Yeah, he doesn't act like the typical Democratic high roller.
Well, not even Democrat. He just doesn't act like a normal billionaire, whether they're Democrat or not. Yeah. Most billionaires are very flashy. He's not flashy at all. He doesn't.
I don't think he
cares
cares that much about it. I think he just cares about what the items he's making can do.
Yeah, he cares about his
Yeah.
projects. He's working on his companies. He
That's all he's
doesn't
worried
really
about.
care. I said the dude could go out and buy $100 million yacht without even blinking, and be out
All
basking
I
in the
know
sun
is-
all day if he wanted.
All I know is he could shoot a rocket up into space and he could parallel park the booster on the way back down. So he gets high fives from me.
I don't know. Like I said, I know a lot of people don't like him. I don't have a problem with him. I think he's a good example of what a billionaire should act. In my opinion, I think he's a good example of a 1%er.
I even like the part he played in Big Bang Theory with Wallowitz in the back, and they were washing dishes, and he says, "Yeah, he likes to help out," and he looks down, and he sees the eclair with only one bite out of it. He says, "Look, somebody didn't eat the all eclair. You want to share it?" Wallowitz looks down there and goes, "Yeah."
Yeah,
You could
I
eat
don't
them
know.
out the plate. I thought that was funny.
That's just my opinion on it. Is I think that he portrays himself as a very humble person at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I think he really gives a shit about the country at the end of the day. He's not
Yep.
dumping a bunch of money in South Africa. He's dumping all his money in the U.S. This is where he wants to be. This is where he wants his kids to grow up.
I think another thing about Maxine Waters yesterday, Paul, she said something about Melania Trump.
Yeah, I see they
Yeah.
want to deport her.
Yeah, that you don't know really if she's where she's from and all this. Maybe she needs to be deported, and her mama and all this. And they came out and they said, well, she was a citizen since 2006, like that. Her mom and dad were citizens, and her mom died. But you're going to talk about her mom right now, you know?
Yeah.
And
So
then,
they said you should have done your homework. Another Maxine Waters idiot.
and what did I say about the Tesla stock the other day? It's about almost up to $300 a share again.
Yeah, no, I bought 15 shares, making money.
At its highest, I think it was 470 something. And it's dipped even lower than it dipped this past month. It's dipped down to $100 a share before, and went right back up to 400.
It was 202 when I bought 15 shares. Now it's like 300 something.
It's 286. I checked it a few minutes ago. It's almost up.
Well, that's good.
So I knew it was going to go back up. Because there's a lot of people out there that are now buying the Teslas just to spite the other side now.
Oh yeah, make me want one. I tell you, I want to see that new Cybertruck.
Yeah, I want the. I don't know how true some of the photos I've seen of what it's going to look like, but the couple of photos I've seen, it looks like a really cool looking truck. It definitely a better design, I think, than the first one.
I
It
tell
actually
you,
looks more like a pickup
I'll say
truck.
it right here. I'll say it right here. Okay, if the Marine Corps comes through with the full amount of money that they're saying they're going to come out for, if I get that full amount of money and that Cybertruck comes out and it looks like that picture we saw, I'm gonna buy me one and I'll get one for you, Justin.
I'd love to have one of those. Like I said, the all electric is not what has always interested me about the Teslas. It's more of the technology that's in them has always interested me. The technologies are nice.
I'll fly into
Awesome.
Florida. I'll meet you, and then we'll go pick out the trucks.
I'm
And I'll
gonna hold
drive
you
back.
to
Joe,
I'm
Joe,
telling you.
what do you hear about your settlement?
Well, it's like I said. They said we wouldn't hear anything till at least June, because they right now between the first 6 months of the year, the law firm doing this was randomly picking. I think it was 10 of the cases with different things, so they can go through and decide what each one of them's worth. So they're going to try to figure out what they're worth and go from there.
So you don't know where you are in the scheme of things.
Dude, there's 320,000 cases out there. So I don't know. But they're saying that it's going to be real quick after that, because everything's been coded and everything's been put in the computers. So what they're going to do is, I think what they're going to try to do is figure out what everything's worth, put it together, and like, if I got three things, this is what each thing is worth, and then throw a settlement number and try to kick back a settlement number, you know? So they could sign off instead of having to go to court and all kind of crap. So I'm hoping that mine is worth what it, because that's what they told me before is what it was worth. I'm hoping mine's relatively like that, and then they come back and say, well, we'll give you 70% of it. Oh yeah, I'll take it. Let's go. You know,
Yeah, you're not getting any younger.
I'll take 70% right now instead of fighting for 3 more years.
Have you knocked on their door and said, do you know who I am yet?
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting.
Show them your million view badge.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting.
Well, no, he's gonna, when they show up, he's gonna wear his Hawaiian shirt.
And bring the
That
Neo.
sucker don't fit. That's too
What?
What's
tight.
up, Jody?
I ordered a 3X and it's too tight.
No, you got to
bring
remember,
the
those are
Neo.
Chinese sizes, bro.
Chinese.
That was a
size,
Chinese
yeah.
3X. I think it was a kid's 3X. It fits, but it's tight. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll put it back in the package. I'm going to give it to Johnny this morning to give away at the South Florida.
There you go.
I've heard that a lot of people that have bought clothes off of like Temu and Wish and stuff, that the sizes they'll
I
order
need the
like a
clothes,
double
yeah.
XL, and it's like more like a medium.
Yeah, well, it only cost me $9. That's what it cost. You know, it's like a
And it was free
polyester
shipping.
material.
Was a free shipping too.
Yeah, so it was like $9, $10, something like that. And then I sent Lloyd. I went back and found it. It's on sale now for $8 something. And then I went and looked. It only went to a 3X. So I typed in 4X to see what it'll do, and I found all the way up to 8X with
Wow.
different ones, and they're 8X for like $10. So I'm thinking about. There's one of them I really like. Thinking about using my new logo on it, but I was going to do it yesterday, but I got to make it. I got to get it a larger print. It's got to be the minimum 2,000 by 2,000, 300 DPI. So I got to go back and do that and send that one in for $10. You know, if it comes in and it works one time or two
Sure.
times. You know, because I found one of them that's got some colors in it that kind of match the logo. That might look good, but then I found another one I really like. That's that has a what you call it. It's like a white flower all through it. And I think this will really stand out on it. And
Yeah,
it
you gotta
actually lets me do two prints if I want it.
You got to
Are you
find
going to
something
South
with it.
Florida, Joe?
What you said?
Are you going to the South Florida meetup?
I can't. I don't have anybody that can take
The
care of the
dog.
dogs, and there's too much money to put them into the kennel.
So next year, when you have your settlement, you'll have enough money to board them, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, next year I'll have enough money to fly there and fly back and not worry about it.
There you go. And bring the dogs, probably.
No, I get somebody to watch them for a couple of days. You know. I'll just tell my daughter she's got to come over here and sit with them for a while.
Okay, this dude is a big semi truck. Right, parked right his way. Oh, that's a tight little turn, dude. Good job. About a 35 footer, maybe a 40. I don't know how long it is. 40 footer.
The truck.
Did a U-turn? Yeah, with the trailer, did a U-turn right in this parking lot.
It's usually 40 foot the main trailer.
Is that what they are? Yeah,
Yeah.
The dude's good. I thought, where's he going? But he did it. I'm at my secret spot number 1. Don't tell Ray Kelly.
I just asked Johnny, I said, we said 10 o'clock, right? It was supposed to go fly.
It's spitting snow.
55 degrees here.
28 degrees,
68.
spitting snow. Really, really, you just see a little bit of snow every once in a while.
Jim, you're gonna take a drone up in the backyard? Oh, you're talking about Brenda.
Hey, Justin, why don't you go to the South Florida meetup, bud? Get back into drones.
Water stains.
I'm just not interested in that anymore.
The incredible torque can burst through Cape Cod mud with ease, and you'll never need batteries because it comes with the latest rechargeable technology. The skid scrubber has 3 custom brush heads. They'll tackle any kind of job. They pop on and off very easily. Cone-shaped brush. It's good for tight areas. The wide flat brush. It's great for the floors, for counters, for walls. The multi-purpose dome brush. Look at it in action. It's been tested for virtually any kind of job.
Spin scrubber, so powerful, and make cleaning so much easier.
Simple is an absolute bag saver. I don't have to bend over anymore to get into the corners of the shower.
Here you go. This is kind of sad to look at right here. This right here.
Yeah,
This is the escort of the body to the coroner's office.
Stains or to the shower to clean moldy grunt and tiles. Even clean those areas you
that's
couldn't.
terrible.
Love using an extension pole to get the rings out of the bathtub.
I've given this to my mother as a gift, and it has changed the way that she's cleaned. I don't have to worry about her slipping. She just clips it at the top of the shower, and I don't have to worry anymore.
The spin scrubber does a great job cleaning the wheels of my car. I'm not down on my hands and my knees, and it gives you extra reach, you know, so what's not to like about
Mark,
that?
what are you watching? As seen on TV?
Yes. Areas. It fits perfectly into drying out every last bit of grime, dirt, mold, and mildew. The extra wash, great for the floors, for counters, and for walls, and it's perfect for the shower.
Wow.
That was quite a procession.
Yeah, there were 8 motorcycles in the front. Then they had a motorcycle right in front of the hearse. And then behind him, I think it was 17 cars.
Wow.
Jumping off. I'm gonna go relax a little bit before I head back.
Okay,
Later,
Justin,
Justin.
take care. We'll see you later.
Yeah, that sucks. It really does.
Yep. Brenda said the same thing. It's so sad. It makes her heart ache.
Yeah, that night Vinny got killed out here. The kid actually went to Mandeville High School. My son knew him.
Yeah.
And when they pulled him over for a traffic stop. He took off and they chased him down. And when he stopped the car and jumped out, as soon as he jumped out the car, he just turned around and took a shot. And Vinny was behind him. It just happened to hit Vinny in the head. He said it wasn't even trying to aim. He just shot back because he had drugs in the car. And then he's running across the McDonald's parking lot, and another cop's running behind him. He turns around, takes another shot, and the bullet ricocheted off the top of his head right here. I'm surprised they didn't kill him when that happened. But he got life in prison without parole. That stuff's hard to watch, Brenda. That's what the hardest thing for me is knowing when my kid goes out. Now, right now, he's not working, but he's gonna be working pretty soon.
Those
And he's
damn
going from-
Ivy League schools are suing Trump and the White House.
They could sue him, do whatever they want. He can do what he wants. They need a civics lesson. I tell you, they're messing around, and they're gonna get it to Supreme Court and find out how much pull they don't have. And that's where it's going. That's what Trump's doing. He's saying, keep doing it. But like my son right now, not working, but he'll be at work probably in about a week or two. And where he's going to is a little rougher place than he came from. So it's like, because he's in a corridor where the drugs go through and for right through all the time. He said that's what he's looking forward to. The fact that how he was trained with Mike. Mike trained him how to spot a vehicle and kind of pick up the vibe of what's going on with that vehicle. So they could tell if something's just by the position, just by the actions of the individual inside. You know, the reactions when they see the cop.
Yeah,
If there's something they need to worry about.
just
You know.
something's not right, right?
Yeah, because they could tell. And he was explaining to me all the things. He said the guy will not make eye contact with us. He'll kind of, he'll turn his face away a little bit. You know, things like that, little subtle things. You know, he said, as soon as you start doing stuff like that, if the cop's good, he's going to pick up on it and he's going to start watching you.
Sounds like a teacher.
Yeah.
That Lance does that too.
When kids start eyeballing me, I know there's something up.
Yeah, that means they're doing something in the back and they don't want you to know about.
Yep.
Now, how many students do you have in each class, Lance?
29 too many. I have 30.
30. I didn't know because you know you're kind of a high tech class. I didn't know if it was like 12 or 15 or.
No.
I like how you said 29 to a minute.
But I went over Aperture yesterday and the kids are looking at me like my intro kids are looking at me like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's on the test, guys. You need to know this.
What Aperture does, basically.
Yep. Yep.
Anybody answer me?
Angel's now tearing up a box, Brenda.
Yeah.
She's a chewer. Yep.
Now the chewer, that's a puppy. what they do.
Well, they gotta have something to do, right?
Yep. Just like Boone. Boone wants to chase squirrels.
Sure does.
Yeah, that lighthouse yesterday, right in back of the lighthouse is a restaurant. And I don't know what the name of it is right now. I didn't look at it. It used to be Joe's Crab Shack. Then before that, it was Bart's, B-A-R-T-S. It's changed the name again. But Bart's, when I was in the Marine Corps, I came home one time and my brother says, we're going out to Bart's tonight. You want to come? I said, no, I'm not going anywhere. And Ronnie, his friend, looked at me and said, Ron, he said, Bart's is listed in Playboy magazine. I said, what do you mean? He said, the most likely place to get laid for a guy to get laid. One of the top 10 in the country. I
Really?
said, I'm coming with you. Like that. So we went to the place and Ronnie's in the place and I had my Marine Corps shirt on. On the back is an Officer Candidate School hand-to-hand combat instructor. Right? So I put that shirt on because I was like, you know. So I'm standing there with my shirt on and Ronnie is about I'm 5'7". He's like 6'3", 6'4". So Ronnie's standing there, and it's like a table area where you got to stand up, and you can put your drinks on. So they got a girl on the other side standing there, and Ronnie puts his drink down. And he reaches out like he's reaching from behind to grab her, like that. And the boyfriend walks up, and the boyfriend comes up and looks down at Ronnie. Now remember, Ronnie's like 6'4". Boyfriend comes down, just looks down at him and says, you got a problem, son? Like that.
Wow.
And I looked up and I said, yeah, he's got a problem. Just keep going. It's not worth it. Like that. I'll take care of it. And he said, little boy. Like that to me. And he was, little boy, listen to me. You need to shut your mouth. I can handle this.
Wow.
And I said, I put my beer down like that. And I said, okay, let me just explain something to you. I'm going to walk around and show you something. I said, read what's on the front. It says USMC. If you don't know what that is, I'll tell you. I said, but I'm going to turn around and let you read the back. And I said, and when you read the back, I said, if you accidentally put your hands on me, your girlfriend is probably going to leave you when I'm finished. Because she's going to be embarrassed to be with you. I said, now I'm going to turn around, I'm going to show you what's on my back, and I'm going to tell you walk away. I turned around and I said, you can read, right? And I turned around, looked back at him, I say, y'all need to go. He said, well, you need to keep your friend in check. Ronnie looked at me, I turned around to Ronnie, I said, don't you ever do that in front of me again.
Yep.
But I
Hey, good
told him
morning,
straight
Ed.
out.
Good morning, everybody.
And I told him straight out, I said, it's an Officer Candidate School hand-to-hand combat instructor, right? I said, if you accidentally touch me or touch me, I said, your girlfriend's probably going to leave you because she's going to be embarrassed to be with you. like that. And I just turned around and showed him. And there were two police officers in the front watching the door. And they said they were watching it the whole time, what was going on. They said, when I turned around, they read the back. They said, oh, shit, here it goes. Like this. That guy said, he turned around, he picked up his beer and said, well, you need to keep your friend in check, man. And I tell you, he was about 6'6". But that was when I was in my prime shape. I didn't care, you know.
Yeah.
He might have hit me once, you know, but then they had to get him on the stretcher, get him out of there because I'd have broken knee first.
He'd have paid for it. Yep.
Well, the thing is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let you be offensive. Then I'm going to use the defensive moves to become offensive. And then what's going to happen is we were trained to either choke you out fast or take you out fast And it usually involved breaking something. You know, so and the easiest thing to take you down with is your legs. I can get you on the side of the knee, the front of the knee, and guess what? Front of the knee, side of the knee, and it's gonna pop that sucker one way or the other. And you gotta regroup. You can't stand up.
This was you, Joe, right?
There's nothing like that. It's almost like MMA. Where it's a lot of hand to hand close. But when you practice it and you teach it and you practice it and you teach it and you remember it and I still remember it, but I think I'm a little slower with it now.
My dad always told me, if it's a bigger guy, you go always for the nuts.
Well, that works too, but you don't need that. I'll tell you, the best thing to do is, and a lot of times they're going to get on the side of you. They're going to turn sideways, and that's their biggest mistake. If they turn sideways and they do this,
You kick him in the knee.
side of the knee right there.
Kick the knee up.
You pop that knee, I guarantee you, that knee bends in
coming
and
down,
that ACL, MCL pops. Guess what? When that thing pops and you hear it sounds like a walnut. When you hear that thing pop, their mind's on their knee. Their mind's not on you anymore. You know, it's real quick. And if you can grab an arm and know how to do an arm bar, you get a good arm bar, you can put them all over their face. I took a guy down with his wrist one time. Just by having my fingers intertwined with his and his wrist. And he was bigger than me. And I told him, just keep going down. He said, you're breaking my wrist. I said, I'm trying to keep going. Because he couldn't get out of it. It's a lot of pain involved. But like I told my son, you got to realize if it comes to the point where you've got to do that, you've got to do it 1,000%. You can't half-ass do it. You've got to do it to the point where you could break something. Because when you leave off of it, you give him the opportunity to come back at you. See, yesterday when I was in New Orleans, like I said, I brought my 9 with me and it was sitting right next to my drone case. And it was all right there, but there was nobody around me. So I had it within reach. When I was packing up, there was a car pulled up with 2 guys and it looked kind of crackerjacky.
Excuse me.
I just looked at them. As I closed the thing, I had the gun in my hand, went back and got in the car, and they didn't get out the car. But I kept my head on a swivel and watched the surroundings. See, Ed just walked off. It looked like Field of Dreams. Watch when he comes back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It looked like Field of Dreams there, Ed. Yeah, Ed, when you go in and out of the looks like you need corn there because it looks like Field of Dreams. I'll be right back.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
How's everybody doing on his chat? Everybody good? Good?
Was what?
Just asking how everyone's doing this morning on the chat.
Okay. Another successful hyper.
Nice.
Now off to my morning meeting. You always like to start your day in a meeting, my goodness.
Well, you better
Straight
bring them
shot.
donuts and coffee, Mr. Lance.
Straight shot of coffee, that's right.
God, it feels colder indoors than it does outdoors at the moment.
Doing good over here, Sunstar. Doing good.
Getting my flight in. I won't be flying for a couple days now. I might fly the best drone ever inside though. Joe knows which one I'm talking about.
Well, I saw that Angie in Texas put on Facebook today they've got a storm warning coming.
Yeah, same here. They're calling for 15 to 20 centimeters of snow.
Well, I don't think they're worried about snow in Texas, but
No.
they have had it though, haven't they? They have had snow in Texas.
They've actually got tornado warnings up here in Washington, but the weathermen are never right. And, you know, we've maybe seen 2 tornadoes in the last 10 years. Something that doesn't happen hardly at all up here.
I think your ball. Yeah, no, go see. Well, you go that way. That way.
Hey, when's the Mavic 4 supposed to come out?
1/4.
What day?
April 24th.
Okay.
Well, allegedly.
Are you, do you have it in your shopping cart, Joe?
Might have it right here.
There you go.
Did you hear?
I forgot you were an influencer.
Did
Yeah,
you
I'm
wa-
influencer, right?
Did you watch Ken Heron's video yesterday?
I don't watch
I did not.
I phoned up DJI customer services because his original white DJI goggles have stopped charging up.
They stopped charging?
Yeah. They are 8 years old, like, but and he was asking all sorts of questions. The customer support agent he got sounded like he was Indian.
Oh.
And
That's fine.
he was saying, so he's flying it with a Phantom 4 Pro. And the customer support agent said, well, you think it's time to upgrade your drone maybe then? Because we don't carry any parts anymore for the Phantom 4 or the goggles that work with it. He says you might be able to get it repaired at a repair centre, but we don't support it anymore. And he says, well, if I replace it, what would that be with perhaps the Mavic 4 if it's coming out? I says, that would be good. He says, so when is it due out? He says, I don't know. He says, we only get told about 2 weeks before it comes out that it's coming out. And then we have to learn everything about it in those 2 weeks. So it's obviously not going to be in the next 2 weeks. And
Well, the 24th is still 4 weeks, so that's good.
yeah, the support agent said that it will either be the end of April or the beginning of May.
And no firm prices, correct?
No.
You got some rumored prices. One of the rumored prices with the RC2, 1 battery, and the drone, $2,250.
Oh, wow.
That's not bad.
And how long is the battery life rumored to be?
54 minutes.
Heck, I could buy one. I could do that. I could survive with 1 battery. That's really going to be 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's still plenty of time.
No, stop it now.
And Joe, do you have the RC2?
I sure do.
Do you like it?
Only thing I fly with is the Neo.
Yeah. What do you fly it with?
What do you mean?
The RC2 do you only fly it with the Neo? Do you have other drones that you can fly it with?
No, I only have it for the Neo.
Okay.
So I had the RC2 already.
So the only drone you fly your RC2 with is your Neo, correct?
Right.
Okay. I didn't know what the RC2 connected to.
Mavic 3S, or Air 3S, and the Mini 4 Pro.
4 Pro.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the Neo, and that's it.
Okay.
On the flip.
Oh yeah, the flip.
Do you have the regular RC with the screen? That came out with the Mavic 3 Pro.
Yeah, that works with the Mavic 3 Pro, the Mini 3 Pro, and the.
I mean the Mini 3 Pro. Do you have that one, Joe?
Yeah, I got that one too.
Which one's nicer, do you think?
The one with the screen.
Well, the new
they both have the screen.
Yeah, the RC1 or RC2. The RC2 is lighter than the other one.
Yeah.
The RC2's got a newer chipset in it, a faster processor, and it's got the external antennas, so it's got a better range as well.
Yeah, so I guess I got to go with the 2 because of the antennas, but
you don't really have a drone that you can fly it with that you like.
Yeah, because I had a drone, if you could call it that I could fly it with.
I've got that extra. Well, the flip, and I have the controller with the screen that has the 2 antennas that go up.
That's the RC2.
Can I fly the Air 3, Air 2S with that?
No, only the
Not the Air 2S.
No, the Air 2S only works on the one without the antennas.
The one without the antennas or the smart control.
Yeah. Oh, you're old.
Actually, both smart controllers. RC and RC Plus. It's RC Pro.
But the RC2 flies the Air 3S, doesn't it?
Yeah. The 3S, yeah, but not the 2S.
Right.
So the one that came the DJI Mini 3 Pro, what's that one called? Is it a 2 or 1?
3 Pro.
RC1.
Yeah, 2S as well.
The RC1 does the Mini 3 Pro, does the Mini 3, does
Mavic 3. Mavic 3.
the Mavic 3, all the Mavic series. I think it actually does a mini drone in there somewhere too. It might not, no, it don't.
Will you be quiet?
Precious, Precious, quiet down.
But Lance, did you see my new logo?
The one with the Neo in the eagle's mouth.
Yeah.
I did. I didn't see. I don't know that I think you were still kind of toying with what you were going to do with it. So I haven't seen maybe the final.
I'm leaving.
I got the final now.
Okay, pull it up in about 5 minutes. I just pulled into my rock pile. I'll be
Okay, I'll
5
show you
minutes.
when you come back.
Okay.
I'm
Right back
leaving.
to
I'm
first-
leaving.
first
Don't
hearing
count
on
any
this
more bacon butter.
into the building like this.
Oh, stop.
Johnny's here.
Yeah, I know. I got to find what time we're going. You know, I might bring the Neo this morning and fly.
Let me go bye-bye, but I'll be back. You are so cute.
Johnny's here, but his microphone and his camera are both switched off.
Yeah, he coming. Probably forgot he wasn't dressed. Yeah, he's gonna leave in a couple minutes. Ah, what is wrong with you this morning? Huh? What? Yeah, yesterday I rolled over his tail.
Ouch.
Yeah, but that's not the best part. I not only rolled over it, but I was on top of it when he was yiping, trying to get away from me. And I said, "What's wrong with you?" And I didn't realize that I kept rolling on it.
You rolled over
And
it
when I
with
stood
what?
up, he took off. And
You
he
rolled over it
wasn't in a
with your
good mood.
chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was not in a good mood.
Well, Johnny switched his mic on now.
He's come. He's new at this, you know. When you're old and new at this, you know, you got to understand. You know.
I'm in my truck. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you on your way now?
I'm just now leaving.
Okay, I'll leave in a minute.
The camera's not on.
I don't know. Your camera's not on. I tell you, you're new at this.
I don't know.
You got my poster, right?
Yep, I got your poster.
Well, say don't forget the poster. Go back and get it.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, I gotta remember. Let me get your money right there while I'm thinking about it.
If you're on your phone using the Zoom app, go into the Zoom app, and down at the bottom there's a picture of a microphone and a picture of a camera.
Yeah, I see that. The microphone's on, but I don't see the video. The video is not highlighted.
The camera's next to it, and it'll have a red line through it.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnny, don't forget the coffee and the donuts.
What's that?
Don't forget the coffee and the donuts.
Oh shit, Joe done ate.
Just touch the picture of the camera with the red line through it, and it'll turn it on.
Yeah, it won't let me.
Hey, guys, you got Venmo, right?
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
Joe's been telling us that you're going through the old age thing like I am, and so you forget things and you don't know what you're doing. And
No, I said he just don't know how to work the camera anymore.
I don't think I ever Zoom from the phone. I mean, I don't use Zoom. I don't know. I use StreamYard. Who? Somebody looks like they're in Field of Dreams.
That's it.
That's
Ed. See him when he gets
Oh,
up
that's
to go to
Ed.
the
I
prison.
see his head. Yeah, I see his head. Yeah, okay.
Watch this. I'm going through the corn.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, there you go. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Best movie out there.
Ed disappeared.
I love. That's one of my favorite all-time movies. Yeah.
That's probably my favorite.
Here you go, Lance.
Hold on. Let me. I'm still kind of.
So Johnny, you got Venmo, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get it out there and just send you Venmo. It's easy.
Okay.
Johnny, did he tell you about he got that specially printed shirt?
That looks
No. What did he get?
I'll show it to you today.
He got
I'm
a
giving it to you to
Hawaiian. He
drop
got a
off.
Hawaiian shirt that's got his logos all over it,
Oh, really?
and it only cost him like $10.
Oh,
Yeah,
must be
and it don't fit, so I'm gonna
Temu?
give it to you to give away at the, what you call
Yeah,
Temu?
because it's too small.
I'll give it to TJ, his little skinny ass.
it. Yeah, it probably fit TJ. Stop.
TJ turned sideways, you can't see his ass. If it
But
wasn't for his nose, if it wasn't for his nose, you wouldn't see him.
he went back. He went back and looked today, and they've got it in what size did you say it was?
They got them all the way up to 8X for $10.
8X for $10 a shirt.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that Temu?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, yeah, it's probably made out of like when you wash it, it might disappear.
that's what I said. You only gotta wear it once.
That's one of them edible shirts Joe's picking up for his girlfriend. That's what it is.
Well, he already bought the edible underwear, so.
Oh man,
Joe, that looks nice, man.
I don't
You
see
it?
it.
Yeah, you see it yet, Lance?
Yeah, I do. That's nice.
You see, he got the Neo in his mouth. That's how I feel
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Neo.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're gonna get a cease and desist letter.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting off, so I'll go fly with this crazy man.
Okay,
down
you
here.
guys have a good time, Johnny.
All right. Hey, Joe,
Hey.
I was going to tell you, they put up a memorial yesterday out in Manchac for those people who died in the fog.
Oh,
they
really?
did.
Yeah, they did. They put up, I saw it. We need to go out there and maybe get some shots of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that when you get back, I guess. When the, what
Well,
you
you
call it.
know, we're all dependent on you, Johnny, to keep Joe out of trouble because he automatically gets in trouble.
Well, I mean, the last time he went here, he got arrested by the park rangers. So, you know.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my bodyguard with me.
I
Okay.
mean, and when you follow women into the bathroom with the drone, you know.
Yeah. That's what we heard.
Yeah, let me get out of here.
Well, you guys
before
have
people
fun.
Believe in this crap.
All right.
Okay, Joe.
You guys have fun.
I mean, we're not going to talk about him behind his back while he's not listening.
Well, you can, Johnny.
Yeah, I know. Well, he was trying to use a 9-time zoom, you know, zooming in on the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, it also helped the fact that he had a hidden camera inside the bathroom, right?
Yeah, probably.
Whoa.
He had a water cam.
Watch, his picture's gonna be all over internet.
Joe the camera bug.
Watch out for this guy. Oh, that's funny. Where are you guys going flying now, Mr.?
We are going to the state park, right by Joe's house.
Oh,
Is that
It's where we go where the riverfront is, but it's kind of like just another perspective. We would kind of be looking back at the drawbridge instead of kind of looking right at it. So,
well, does he is that the park where he keeps bouncing his drone off of poles and landing on top of canopies and?
that's the lighthouse. No,
Oh.
where he landed on top of the gazebo was where we need to go film where the people got killed at right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the invisible pole, that's at the lighthouse. So, but it's just a little, it's kind of a different perspective. It's not very far. From where we fly, it's probably probably 700-800 feet point to point where we go from the riverfront to the state park. So.
Well, did you ever talk him into letting you fly as Neo through that tugboat?
No, he won't let me do it. There's actually a live cam from that tugboat now. It's an app.
Oh, really? They put a live cam on it.
They did, yeah. So we have to watch where we take a pee out there now. Because it actually kind of looks like right toward our cars, like where we park at.
Wow.
Although, I mean, I'm just saying you probably need like 15, 20 times zoom, so.
Yep.
Now, my brother-in-law runs a big alarm company. He actually got one there. He's got two of the boat launches, one on the tugboat and one on the lighthouse. So it's pretty neat. So it's a free app, so it's pretty neat. Joe can actually share it, right? You know, with y'all. Because the tugboat is I mean it's right there. I mean you could almost walk to it basically in the water, you know.
So what does he use to power the cameras?
He's got it, you know that you see that camp there when we're flying?
Yeah.
It's right there. It's underneath that camp. He got with that guy.
Oh, okay.
Now the other ones, I'm not sure because it said a boat launch, and then he's got one on the drawbridge, but he haven't got that one up going. So I don't know if they're just powered, you know, with some kind of maybe solar for the ones that not. But the other one is I guess he struck a deal with that guy who owns that camp there. So
Lance is showing us a video that he must have done this morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see that. Yeah.
I like the train moving. I didn't see that when I was flying. The train on the left-hand side, and it comes rolling into the station.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
But
he did that in Photoshop. It wasn't bad. I mean,
yeah. Dusk to daylight. And I shot it in F11. You can tell by looking at the starburst on the lights, on the street lights. And happy accident. When I started it, I thought, oh, I left it because I shot it in F11. I don't know why I did the other day, and I forgot to take it out. But I like the starburst effect on the street lights in the buildings.
Yeah, because you can see the traffic away from you is just flashing.
Yep. I think I had about a second. It's about a 1 second exposure, maybe a little less. I'll have to look.
oh, now I'll see how to work the camera.
There you are.
There you go.
So I got to take the glasses off to see the road.
What I shot that in.
So Johnny, how does it feel to go flying with the wild man, Joe?
Oh, I know. We have a good time. We haven't went in I guess a couple weeks now.
That's what he was saying the other day. He was lamenting the fact that he hadn't heard from his buddy Johnny.
Yeah. Oh, I talked to him. I mean, I showed him, let him in on the ducks yesterday. I sent him a couple pictures of the.
Yeah, the ducks. He also said though that the weather hasn't been all that good lately.
Yeah. Well, it was 84 degrees today. It's supposed to be 84 today. It was 82 yesterday, so it's getting pretty warm.
Now, what drone are you going to fly today, John?
I got the Air 3S and the Avata 2.
Do you like the Air 3S?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, absolutely. It's the only drone I have that's, you know, I mean, with that capability. I never did buy the Mavic 3. And, you know, I would personally, I'm not going to buy the Mavic 4. It's way beyond what I need. So I just stay with that. I stay with the Air 3S.
I'm still flying my Air 2S.
Yeah, that's a great drone. Great drone.
Oh, yeah. It handles the wind. It does everything I want it to do. And
yeah, I mean, I think we all get hung up on, I'm not going to spend $3,000 on a drone just to put a little stuff on YouTube, you know?
Right.
I mean, I'd rather buy a little, you know, build another FPV drone or something for a few $100. So.
Well, that's the thing is, I try to explain to people that want to get into droning. I says, don't overbuy. Buy what you need or you plan on flying. Don't, you know, because people go out and buy the biggest, baddest drone in the world and they've never set foot in the air before.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Mavic 4 is going to be a great drone, but I mean, for what I do, it may be personally be kind of stupid to spend $3,000 on that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to get the new little V-copter for one thing if I did that. You know?
The only thing I wish I had kept one of my drones that had the infrared thermal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty nice to have. I think that's a feature that You know, it's just costly. You know, it still hadn't come down. That's one thing that hadn't come down. You know, in price at all.
Thermal imaging is expensive.
Yep.
3.2 seconds was my shutter speed. My gosh, I didn't think it was that slow. But it's amazing.
Lance, are you in school right now? Or
I am.
early?
I just got to school.
Oh, okay.
Just landed like 10 minutes ago.
Well, what time do the students come in?
Today, because it's Wednesday, they come in at 9:15 today.
What time is it out there now?
It is 7:30.
7:30, yeah.
But I don't get kids until 10 o'clock. I don't get kids until 10 today.
Yeah, I just talked to my daughter. She teaches out of Hammond High, so they've been in for 2 hours already. They start at 7:25. So
We used to start that early, Johnny, and they switched us in the middle schools, and now the middle schools start at 7:30, and we normally start at 8:15.
yeah, now they got to go 7 minutes longer each day because of the snow and the hurricanes and all that crap. You know.
Oh, is that what they do?
Making up time.
They just they had to make up some time because that week of the snow, they end up taking a whole damn week off. You know.
Oh yeah.
Because some of the schools lost power, the heater wasn't working, and when one school can't go, I mean they did shut down like one of the schools for actually longer than that, but I think they did some online stuff, you know.
Yeah. And that's what I would hope that they would revert to would be on, never ever have a snow day again and just have online that day. Unless, of course, the internet's out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. A few people lost power, and then they got to have I think they have a rule that they have to have such a certain percentage attend online or it don't count, kind of like some of the kids don't even try to log on,
Yep.
So, I don't know. It should not count toward them, not toward the other people that took the time to sign in,
I agree.
But, I don't know. The online thing is good and bad, I guess. Because, like, my granddaughter's class, like Bailey, she's a junior in college now. They're one of the classes that really missed almost 2.5 years of school. So they're all kind of a little bit behind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know what they learned those 2 years of COVID, pretty much,
Yeah, my daughter is a sophomore, so she's 1 year behind. And that was her freshman year. They went home that March. They went home for a year, basically.
Yeah, it was Friday, the 13th on a March.
Yep, Friday the 13th. I remember.
I remember that. Yep.
Friday,
and
March 13th.
those kids in that group, I tell you what, especially with the college classes, they really kind of fell behind a little bit. They thought it was cool missing school. I mean, not online classes just didn't do it for some of them, Passing a water tower there that Joe and I just shot.
Ah. How much farther you got to go to get to where you're going to meet Joe?
It's about probably 15 minutes from where I'm at now.
Oh, okay.
Joe lives in the sticks, I live in a city.
Yeah. So
Hey guys, I gotta go. I've got a meeting. You guys have a great day.
Okay, Lance, take care.
All right, Lance.
Bye now.
No, Joe lives we both live, it's not too far. I'm going down Highway 22 and he lives basically he lives in Mandeville. So we're about 18 minutes apart, I guess, by mileage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But it takes about 30 minutes to get here, probably, really. This road is kind of slow. I mean, it's just kind of a 2-lane road. I like to come down instead of going on the interstate. I don't like getting on the interstate when I don't have to.
Well, is Joe picking up the coffee and donuts or what?
No, I done had enough coffee this morning.
Oh, okay.
We probably, well, I'm gonna run to Sam's. I have to pick up a few things for the trip for the meetup when I leave there.
Now, when do you head for the meetup?
I leave my house about 10 o'clock Monday morning, and we'll go to Tallahassee to meet Scott, Jackrabbit FPV, spend a night at Scott's, and then we'll get up Tuesday morning, and we'll be at the hotel about noon. It's only about Scott's house splits the trip for me. It's 12 hours from my house to Jensen Beach, so it's a pretty good trip for me.
Yeah.
But making it 2 6-hour like that is pretty neat. It's like almost 800 miles, basically 775 miles from my house to where the meetup is.
That makes it a bit expensive, doesn't it? Getting there 4 days early.
What's that?
I said, doesn't that make it a bit expensive getting there 4 days too early?
Well, we usually get there on Thursday, but we're just going to be there Tuesday night and Wednesday night extra, so it's not too bad. I mean, the rooms are $139. I split it with Scott, so you're looking at $75 a night, which ain't. I don't do a whole lot else during a year, so I kind of look forward to that. And hey, we'll have all day Wednesday, we'll have all day Thursday, and we'll basically have all day Friday to fly, some different locations, and then a meetup Saturday and a meetup Sunday. So, it'll be good. I'll spend a night at Scott's on Monday night, so that's it won't cost.
Then you come back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, come back Monday morning. Yeah, we had Taylor back Monday morning, which I drive all the way back. Scott, I mean, he's only 6 hours, so around noon we leave at 6 in the morning. He'll be home for noon, and then I got another 6 hours from his house. So, because every mile I come closer, I'm if I stop like in Destin, Florida, well, I'm only like 3.5 hours from home. So by the time I get there, I might as well just come on home.
Mm.
It makes for a long day, 12 hours of driving. So.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that every other week.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, that's a long, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. Well, I'll pick up an hour coming back, lose an hour going, but we leave at 6. I mean, Scott, he gets up early. Scott's up for 4 o'clock in the morning. So, hey, we'll say we leave at 6. We might be on the road. Well, we'll probably have a little breakfast there at the hotel and then take off that Monday morning. So.
It's going to be a pain this weekend. Our clocks go forward on 2 o'clock Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did that, a couple of weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, but this is halfway through Bill's show. So instead of coming off Bill's show at like 3:15, it's been for the past few weeks. It's going to be 4:04.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, because they go a while sometimes.
Yeah.
Bill and them start on Saturday and end on Sunday,
Yeah.
They have a good time. They have a good time on the show.
Yeah, we do.
That's what's fun. I mean, I love to, I know some people, our show is a little, I'll say, we try to keep it to drones just for that 1 hour, but like on Sunday morning, the drones and coffee is just more kind of informal, talking and all.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, as they say, Johnny, life goes on no matter what you're doing.
Oh yeah. I think people get caught up too much and just have fun, it's just a Zoom call, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just have fun. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we take the drones way too serious personally, the cameras could be better, this could be better. Well, it's just sometimes it's just about having a flight experience, just flying. Like when I fly the V-copter, hell, I hardly ever even shoot. I just like to fly it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it.
Alrighty.
Johnny,
Okay.
thanks for coming in. You and Joe, you keep an eye on Joe, okay?
Oh yeah, I'll be seeing him here in about probably 7-8 minutes.
Okay.
I'll probably beat him there,
Ed, you have a good day.
You too.
We'll see you maybe later this afternoon. Mark, take care.
Yeah.
Bye for now, everybody.
Okay, bye everyone. Have a good day.
Have a good day, everyone.